I can see Mr. Ravneet Gill sitting right next to Mr. Stanrake. Mr. Ravneet Gill, I'm going to invite you on the stage, please. Please, let's have a big round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think the applause today should be reserved not even for these graduates, but for the parents, so a big round for them. You know, at the start of the evening, when I was seeing some of the students perform and you know, the quality of performances that we saw, I really thought that this should be the Indo-German Theatre Company, not the training center. Very well done, so to everybody who performed here. Again, I think, you know, this is already Sunil has said it and others have said it too, that, you know, this is a day that you'll remember for the rest of your lives. That's true and that's also untrue. The quality of a really good education can be told by the fact that, you know, it teaches you that there's no finishing line, that you know, continue to learn all the time, you remain students all your life. Very cliched, but that's what life is all about. You know, IGTC has this whole endeavor to bring academia and industry together, which Sunil said is what prepares, you know, youngsters for a successful career, for jobs which, you know, you find really gratifying and fulfilling. And I just sitting over there was wondering that, you know, the chief guest for an event like this should be the Prime Minister of the country, because this is what we need. With a young population, the whole demographic dividend that we talk about, the fact is that, you know, our education doesn't prepare us for a working life. I've been a banker for 33 years, and if I cast my mind back and think that what was that one skill that I learned in school or college that, you know, held me in good stead in my career, I'd struggle to think of one. One learned on the job, one learned from other people's experiences, one's own experiences, and that, in that sense, IGTC, you know, fast tracks you by bringing, as again Sunil said, you know, industry and academia together. And to that extent, don't for a minute underestimate the privilege that has been accorded to you by being part of IGTC. But a second privilege which I'll talk about is also the fact that, you know, this is under the auspices of the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. Having worked for a German institution for 28 years, all I will tell you is that besides everything else that you may have learned in terms of academic and technical skills, an education with a very strong German background to it also, I'm sure, even if subconsciously, brought in you a commitment to quality, a commitment to excellence, a commitment to precision, commitment to punctuality. Very few cultures embody it and amplify it the way Germany does. And to that extent, one being part of IGTC and then being, you know, having the influence of such a strong, such a empowering, such a liberating culture like I mentioned, is really, really, you know, something that will hold you in very, very good stead going forward. You will find out that, you know, one of the key challenges for you, when some of those performances were being played out, clearly the interpretation was much more contemporary, much more modern, and to that extent I felt very old sitting over there. But a lot of the emotions that were getting conveyed, a lot of the anxieties, fears, concerns that came through were also, you know, something that we could relate to when we were passing out of college and, you know, looking for jobs. I think those haven't changed. But I think what has changed, effectively speaking, is that if people like Sunil and Mr. Steinruck or Mr. Morad or anybody else, you know, we looked at stability in our careers. We wanted careers that were long-term, that were stable, that, you know, provided a career path for us. The fact is that, you know, in the current environment, in the world that we live in, things are changing. I mean, everything's so fluid, so many things are changing, so many things are getting disintermediated, technology is playing a big role in that. You'll need to be very nimble. And to that extent, don't ever compare yourselves or look at the mirror, which is the end state of your careers. It's a very mistaken belief that, you know, you should know where you're headed to be able to get there. A lot of things will change for you from the point of view of you as individuals, you know, as friends, as a network for each other, and as professionals, with the way the world is evolving. Remain very adaptable, remain very flexible, embrace technology. I know you are a generation that takes to technology, you know, intuitively, but more than ever, reach out, embrace technology, because this world is changing and will continue to change at a very quick pace. And if you're flexible, you're adaptable, and you are nimble, I can promise you that you'll have great careers. So that remains my wish, that remains my desire, and that remains, as an older person, my blessing to all of you, that, you know, you have very long, happy, fulfilling careers. Make your families proud, make your, you know, parents proud, the role that they have played in making you the individuals and the professionals that you'll go on to become, you'll realize this in reflection over a period of time. But most of all, you've been part of a tremendous institution. Somebody to fly down all the way from Chicago to be part of this institution speaks volumes of how strong the bonding is, how proud that sense of belonging is, and just make sure that each one of you grows and in terms of your careers, in terms of your lives, evolves and develops in a fashion that you have the same rooting, the same bonding, and some days, 20 years later, 30 years later, come back and sit over here or in a larger place to be able to see the next batch graduate. The whole system of education and learning, if you see in good old India, was that one generation passed on that lamp to the next generation. It was not something formal, it was not written, it was word of mouth. The whole Guru Shishya Parampara was actually built on that. And in many ways also feel a sense of responsibility to be able to pass on this lamp to the next generation. So all the very best, and God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gill. I think there was a lot of rich insights in terms of the values that these students must take, and we also, all of us should take in about flexibility, adaptability, and being nimble. And adaptability, I think, for me personally, also has played a long role in my own life. So actors and audience, this is going to be Mr. Gill's wonderful insights, full bag of stories. We're going to watch this in fluid metaphor from Let's Watch.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You can mold me the way you want to, because I take all the shapes. Yes, I am clay. That. Yes. Yes, the clay, the wet soil that takes shapes as one makes. Yes. Yes. You want me to be in this shape? Okay, I'll be. Yes. And yeah, I'm good with it. Yes, no problem. That's okay. You want me to be this way? Okay, I'll be this way. Yes, I'm ready to be in whatever shape you mold me. And yes, I am ready. Okay, you want me to be in this way? Okay. Yeah. The other external factors are affecting, but yes, I'll do my best to, yes, to be the way you want me to be, and I will adapt myself.
Spreading my roots deeper into the soil, reaching the skies and stretching my arms. I grow, I feed on your light, I feed on your water, and I grow stronger and taller there are some winds that try to blow me off, but I'm stubborn. I won't let it go through me. I am stubborn. But my roots, they aren't strength. Can't hold it. I need to adjust myself and adapt to the situation. Now I'm comfortable. I'm learning in my journey of life. And then I'm back to where I was and growing.
Come on, everyone. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Hiya! 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 Guys, I can see storm coming up. Oh my God, there's thunder as well. It was never before. What should we do? Should we go ahead or not? We should go ahead. Come on. Come on. Everyone together. 3, 2, 1. Hiya! 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 Good job, guys!
You can mold into whatever
However
shape.
strong the winds are going to be, I make sure I stand here. I make my position.
I learn and
I grow.
I'm
I will
flexible for any kind of situation. Hiya! 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 Is there a storm?
This shape.
I'll go ahead. Hiya! Hiya! Hiya!
Yes. There will be there are factors affecting, but I make sure.
I can adapt.
Yes, I can. I form a wonderful. And I will.
You can't break me. Because I am flexible.
Because my roots, I know my roots. And yes, I know where I'm coming from.
Ah.
Mr. Gill, how do you feel? Thank you.